Okay, so the Parasha meditation that I like to do with you today is the one for Bamidbar, which is the Parasha that we all are going to read the same in Israel and outside of Israel. Here it is. And we finally come together just in time for Shavuot, which is all about unity. As we know, the Jewish people accepted and received the Torah like one person with one heart, because it's written in singular, Vaychan Sham Yisrael, and Israel encamped there. And didn't say Vayachanu Sham Yisrael. So from that we learn, Rashi learns it, Ke'ish echad belev echad, like one person with one heart. We were finally united. And that's what's necessary to receive the Torah. And so it makes sense that we all unite outside of Israel and in Israel, reading the same parasha, Bamidbar. It's going to be the upcoming, Shabbat. And Bamidbar, there is a beautiful saying that I heard from one of the residents in Bad Ayin, who used to take us for night desert hike in the middle of the night. And once a year, we used to take our students for that. And I went once, and he said, Hamidbar medaber, the wilderness speaks, because the word wilderness has the same letters as the word for speaking. So Hamidbar medaber, the wilderness speak. When we enter the vast, open, empty space of the wilderness, we can hear the sound of silence. Then it's a different kind of sound than when we quiet all the static noise of all the distractions in our life, and then we can really hear, our own inner voice. We can hear the divine speaking to us without the humdrum of the electric, magnetic, static generated by all the electric devices. And I'm just thinking, I'm sitting here with all of that. What happened to some of us? Someone is not here. Karen. Okay. So now when we have to also imagine ourselves in the wilderness. If we're not able to go out to one, we can visualize one. To return to ourselves, it's like a blank paper that's open to all the possibilities. And then we can really reevaluate who we really are and become more aware of where we want to go and how we want to live meaningful lives instead of all the overeating and the workaholism that many of us are struggling with. And then we could do some of the things we spend a lot of time doing only illusionary. We could do it also for real. Okay, letting go of the negative messages that we had from whatever childhood experiences we had when we grew up, and we can work on devoting our life to purpose, to the purpose of what is the real essential, and weed out all what doesn't serve us anymore, all the extra unessential matters that crowd our daily day and distract us. They're out in the wilderness, everything becomes cleared. So now close your eyes and get ready for this meditation. Oh, here I think Karen came back. No, that's Lisa. Great, I see you now. Karen is coming back. Okay, wonderful. Okay, so close your eyes and make yourself comfortable as you can. If you really could, it would be amazing if you could do this meditation in nature, maybe another time. And then you take several deep breaths with closed eyes. Try to empty yourself completely with every exhalation. Allow all the background noise to pass through you. And imagine now that you're walking in the wilderness. All around you is only sand and bare mountains. You're all alone as you face the emptiness of the void. Allow this emptiness and space to enter into you. Become aware of all the superfluous items you're holding on to. Imagine digging a deep hole deeper and deeper, big enough to bury everything you no longer have any use for. You may place into this imaginary hole anything you don't need, be it physical, emotionally, or spiritually. Make sure you enter all of your arrogance into that hole. Notice how liberated you feel without it. Imagine emptying your heart from resentment, jealousy, anger, and hatred. Place your hands near your heart, but without touching, and feel the warmth emanating from your heart. Your heart is now ready to be reborn and infused with the holiness of Torah. Imagine the smallest letter of Yud inside of your heart. This is the letter of wisdom and beginning. Following the Yud appears the Lamed, which means teaching. Hashem's Torah teaching enters you as you are reborn. Yud Lamed. Now visualize how the Lamed extends itself to give its teaching over to the letter Dalet, which is turning its back as it receives Lamed's teaching. This symbolizes how children turn away from their parents as they receive their teachings in order to forge their own personal path. So you now have inside of your heart Yud, Lamed, and Dalet. Spells out Yeled, child, or birth, rebirthing yourself, realigning yourself with yourself in the vast empty space of the wilderness. Dalet can also mean door. Imagine the door of your heart opening, and through it walks your mother and father. They each give you a gift. Behind your parents, their mother and father walking with a special gift for you. Behind each of your grandparents, all your 4 sets of great-grandparents walk through the door, each of them with a gift for you. Keep visualizing all their mothers and fathers for as far back as you're able to imagine. Try to fathom the infinite mothers and fathers it took to create you with your particular gifts, talents, and character traits. Feel thankful and centered in yourself and enjoy the gift of being you. Whenever you're ready, you may open your eyes and face the world again. So now as we're coming towards Shavuot and Bamidbar, we always read Bamidbar adjacent to Shavuot. Shavuot is called in the Torah the day of the first fruits. This is a time when the fruits are beginning to ripen on the trees in Eretz Yisrael. And I just harvested my first apricots. Likewise, at this time, we ripen into what we are meant to be. We become reborn to become who we're really meant to be. After having matured emotionally and spiritually through the counting of the Omer, now we ripen into who we truly are, becoming our very highest selves. Okay, so that was the Parasha meditation.